That's Malaysian culture. China have a similar situation there too at the same time. So you see how we can leverage those items as much as possible. Okay? Sorry, I've done my reading on those areas before. So I'm just sharing with you what my finding is. Yes?
My question is, for this assignment, since it's a strategic paper, should I write solely on the strategic point of view without considering much on the quality, customer, that kind of thing?
And you really don't know what your strategy means. Because strategy is everything.
But the reason why I'm asking is the strategic point, of course,
Whose strategy you're talking about? IKEA strategy or consumer strategy?
IKEA strategy.
So IKEA strategy, right? Did they ever say anywhere they can negotiate for quality?
The customer service and stuff like that, right?
No. It's the IKEA strategy that they don't interest with quality. I don't think so. That's true. Okay. Anyone else? It's so quiet. Some of you are very sad. Anybody here from China? No? Great. Just imagine me teaching Russian and Nigerians and Kazakhstan students in my class. Half of them don't even understand my English. MBA people. I'll be amazed if they get through the papers. Okay? How about yourself? No question? She's thinking, what the hell am I doing in this class? No, I must tell you, right? If you're a first timer, apology, I have to advise them this. If you're a first timer for the class, just take one subject, this subject. If you left your school life so long ago and you're starting back, just do one subject first. If you do two subjects, chances of you dropping out the entire MBA is very high. Especially this subject. On top of that, this university, who's being very difficult. So if you don't have time, do one paper first. Get yourself stabilized with the culture, the system, the learning, meetings and all that. Once you're ready, then you move on, 2 papers after that. That's my recommendation. Somebody said, did I say something wrong? So it's a fair argument, right? Because my point of view is I want you all to get through the whole MBA. But at the same time, it is important that you don't get yourself killed and drop out the whole course because of just giving up. Frustration will kick in and nobody's business in the next couple of weeks' time. And that's a reality. Today I'm here, you feel really okay. But I'm not be back here after this. Right? So I wish if I have another training and come and see you all back here. And then you bring all your draft, I can sit down and review your draft and tell you what you did straight away. Is that interesting? But I'm not going to that situation here. Okay? So that's my recommendation. If you feel it's too much, don't. Right? Health is wealth. It's really tough. This subject, what's the other subject you do? Managing people. So if you have a big team, you used to manage people, two subjects, okay. But if you're not managing a big team, you don't have people reporting you, if you don't have experience in managing people, just do one subject. And just do this subject. Because this is a harder subject. There's 3 subjects which is most important in any MBA qualification. Because I'm recruiting 6 managers, and this is the main 3 subjects. Strategic management is the first thing. Financial management is the second thing. Marketing management is the third thing. You don't get these 3 things very well scored, well, I have doubt in your qualification. Simple as that. Sir, I'm taking over your lecture. Yes.
So for question number 2, right, when we found why IKEA failed in USA, if I use a tool, for example, I use Ensor Matrix, can I put the tool in middle, or I have to put that also in the appendix?
If the tool have a lot of text, stuff and all that, it goes to the appendix. Right? If it's just a simple graph, right, with reference where you got the facts, and then you interpret how did the graph try to say, then you can put it in the main text. You can put simple graph in your main text, but the data that you got, or the use for the graph, goes back to the appendix. That's the working document stuff.
And the work for the data that you have retrieved out of these graphs, it has to be done at the back as well.
It should be stored at the back as an appendix, because when I mark, right, I will do cross-reference. Right, and appendix definitely will add value, because if you make a mistake in your main text, but I see you've done a lot of detailed work, I will put a justification that bypass the mistake, because you've done a lot of work, there must be a silly mistake. So that justifies my arguments to give you better marks. Okay? Don't give me a hard time on the bottom. Be honest. You ask questions with answers, please. I really don't have time to sit down and do research work for you all. This is not a degree program. I remind you all one more time. Okay. Any more questions? You came in late here, so you missed out. Nothing to change. Oh, there's a recording. I should run the lecture straight away. So if anybody drop by Kia, they can come to my lecture here. If you're on holiday in Kia. Any more questions? Conclusion, you know, right? Right. Now let me give you a high end. As I mentioned to you, you will have executive summary. Executive summary and conclusion is the last 2 pages that you write when you do your coursework. Right? Because you're not qualified to write any conclusion page or even executive summary until you finish your entire assignment. That gives you a qualification to really get the flow of explanation. Then you have introduction, I mentioned about it, right? So introduction, you have a scope and objective, which is a very small write-up. And then you have a main body coming in. Sorry, your company background coming in. So you need to provide a high-level summary about what is IKEA is all about. Then goes to the main body. Main body is divided into 3 areas. One is analyzing all the strategy that is applied by IKEA today, which is the US, China, and right? The strategies. Then the second chapter, just a question here, right? Yeah. So the second chapter basically talks about the challenges of Western and non-Western entry. So Western and non-Western entry here, you're going to talk about failure in US, and you're going to talk about entry to China, whether you think it's a good idea to go to China or not. So that will be one area on its own. And then moving forward, the third chapter will mainly focus on the changes that are required in IKEA's organization in total. So do you think they need to relook into their financial perspective? Right? Most of the students are going to lose their marks on the third part. Because here you need to recommend, right, financial perspective. So if you haven't done financial management, you will not get through that part for sure. Right? Then you need to go look for someone who's done financial and ask them to give you help. Right? You have to look into marketing perspective, comparative perspective. Those are the areas. So there are different areas where you are recommending what IKEA should do to sustain themselves in where they are today. Okay then? And the question did ask you those things to look at, right? So some students say, I haven't done marketing, sorry. It's cooking you now. So get cooked. The same thing, financial also same thing. So if you haven't done financial, look for someone who's done financial and get some help from them. Okay? When you finish your assignment, just to share with you, every chapter when you feel you finish, like there's not one body right now. You finish one chapter, give it to your friend, someone, ask them to read. Because sometimes when you write yourself, you cannot find your own errors. Proofreading done by someone, it's what you do. Just when I write my email replies, I send it to my secretary, ask her to check through everything's okay or not. And she will find 101 errors sometimes. Because at the pace that I'm writing, I will miss a couple of words here and there. So always do that before submitting. So try to avoid grammar, English, right, semantic errors when you write your assignments. Because these are reasons for them to pick up to minus your marks. Okay, then contents one, I'm not worried. Somehow I think I'll guide you a lot. Somehow you'll be there. As long as you do your work. Through portal, I'll give you assistance more. I'm pretty much happy. I will. Right?